Signori e signori, Norman Beaker.
That's all my Italian. It's so nice to be here with you all. And hopefully it's going to be an interesting evening because we're going to do a few talks about various things. When I first started playing, most of you weren't born probably, but and the first album I actually bought was in 1962, and it was a Bob Dylan album of all sorts of things, not a blues album. But at that time, Bob was playing quite a lot of Lead Belly songs and various things. So I'm going to play one of his, first of all. Highway 51 goes right by my baby's door. Highway 51 goes right by my baby's door. And if I don't get the one I'm loving, I won't go down that highway no more. Well, I know that highway like I know my hand. You know I know that highway like I know the back of my hand. It goes from up Wisconsin way down to no man's land. And if I should die before my time should come, if I should die before my time should come, won't you bury my body out on Highway 51? I should die before my time should come. You know, if I should die before my time should come, won't you bury my body out on Highway 51? Highway 51 goes right by my baby's door. Highway 51 goes right by my baby's door. If I don't get the girl I'm loving, won't go down that highway no more. Thank you. Cheers. Somebody once said that alcohol is a slow killer. Well, I'm not in a rush, so that's cool. I spent many years, about 40 years, playing with the most amazing bass player, Jack Bruce from Cream, as most of you will know him. And this is a song that we always used to play together. I always really liked it. Some sunny day, she went away. She's gonna leave me. She's gone to stay. You know she's gone, and I don't gotta worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. All that summer, I worked out on this farm, and I had to take Christmas drinking in my overall. You know she's gone, baby, and I'm not gonna worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm going down to the freight yard, gonna find me a freight train, and I'm gonna leave this town. Life still got too hard. You know she's gone, and I don't worry, babe, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. Thank you. I'm going to bring Mike Sponza now to the stage with a whole lot of questions. Oh, he's come on this side now. He gets around, this guy. Mike, ladies and gentlemen. The Italian stallion. Nice.
Norman Beaker. So, we met this afternoon for the first time, but we have a lot of common friends, common experiences. We shared calendars and festivals in Europe together, but we never met before.
That's true.
Ci siamo incrociati a tantissimi festival, soprattutto in questa zona d'Europa, dell'Est Europa, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia e Serbia, ma non ci siamo mai incontrati di persona. È la prima volta che ci conosciamo e anche la prima volta che suoneremo insieme. E la prima domanda che ti voglio fare, Norman, the first thing that I would like to ask you is that you started with a song of Bob Dylan, and then you switched to a blues classic, blues standard. So it means that you grew up in Great Britain in a very prolific moment for music in the 60s, when everything was a little bit mixed because you had a lot of inputs from America. But you switched sometimes at a certain moment to the blues.
Yeah.
What has brought you?
That's a
I make a translation of the question.
Oh, okay.
Ha iniziato con un pezzo di Bob Dylan e poi è passato a un pezzo blues molto classico, però lui viene dall'Inghilterra, quindi a un certo punto lui nei primi anni 60 ascolta tutte queste cose e, come moltissimi musicisti di quel periodo in Inghilterra, trasforma questa esperienza americana in un'esperienza completamente inglese. And you transformed the sound from America in a British sound.
Yeah,
How is happening this?
Well, we had a thing called skiffle, which was a cross between folk and R&B, basically, where it was washboards and upright basses and stuff. And so it wasn't too far apart, because the skiffle thing got so popular in Britain. And Lonnie Donegan and people like that, Chris Barber, were all playing that. And then it became quite a mix of blues, folk, jazz. I mean, like Leadbelly is probably one of the top folk singers, but he's known as a blues singer. So there was a big crossover. But because I'm only young, don't laugh, please. But I was born 1950, right, which was a bad year for everybody, obviously. But it was a time where I remembered all the music from being 3 or 4 years old, and Elvis Presley was coming out and things. But before that, I knew all the pop songs. It just went in, like automatically. And I think it went from rock and roll, then Elvis, and then it was Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, and it just expanded. And then all the British bands, like myself and the Pretty Things and the Stones and Yardbirds, Animals, all bought into that. The Chuck Berry thing in particular, everybody did Chuck Berry. They still do, don't they, to be honest? When I played with him, it wasn't so much fun, I have to tell you, but still. It was hard work, but obviously he left such an incredible amount of songs that we all play. So that's where it came about. It got mixed from the pop things through the folk, through skiffle, and then into what we now would class British or American R&B. It's like Robert Plant once came out with a great thing he said to me when he was in Louisiana doing a gig, and he said, "It's amazing." He said to the audience, "It's amazing, isn't it? You gave us the blues, and we've brought it back, and look how much more you have to pay for it."
So you think that I could remember all the things you said in?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I'm a little bit younger than you, but my memory is really full, as we said, like a computer, Yeah. So we start from the last thing you said. Lui si ricorda di una frase che ha detto Robert Plant durante un concerto americano, e ha detto: voi ci avete portato il blues e noi ve lo riportiamo in America. E questa è una cosa che effettivamente è successa, perché per un lungo periodo negli Stati Uniti il blues era un po' passato di moda, mentre in Inghilterra era assolutamente un genere di musica molto 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 in voga. Gli ho chiesto appunto come è successo che i musicisti inglesi a un certo punto riescono a mescolare tutta questa influenza americana con le loro radici musicali. E lui ha parlato di questo genere, si chiama skiffle, che non è in italiano, è proprio in inglese. Skiffle con la L, skiffle si scrive, ed era un genere di musica fondamentalmente acustica, quindi chitarra acustica, una batteria un po' magari raffazzonata, costruita con strumenti di fortuna. Contrabbasso di solito era un bidone, un bidofono con un manico di scopa. It was a broomstick, no?
Yeah.
One string.
A T-chest bass, they used to be called, yeah.
Una cassa da tè.
One string, that's the best thing for bass players.
And you woo, like that. E nasce questo rock and roll delle origini inglesi, dove loro riescono in qualche modo ovviamente per anche facilitazioni linguistiche, a suonare le canzoni di Elvis Presley, di Chuck Berry, ma a modo loro, con degli strumenti che in qualche modo non esistevano, se li creano tra di loro, perché comunque c'erano ancora delle restrizioni, non era facile avere degli strumenti americani, gli strumenti europei in quel periodo là, ve lo dico perché li ho, fanno schifo. Le chitarre elettriche degli anni 50 europee non sono delle chitarre che si possono suonare. So I was just saying that.
Well done.
No, it was not easy to have American instruments at the time.
No, impossible virtually.
And the electric guitars made in Europe in those years were
were not so good.
Horrible.
Yeah,
No?
it's true.
I had some Hofners and things like that.
Yeah.
No.
A Dallas, that was a good one.
No, not really great instruments.
It's like an instrument of torture.
So you have to translate the American sound into something else.
Yeah, we did, and we took the rhythm out of it, and we made it. I think through the harmonica players, like with Keith Relf, with the Yardbirds, and those sort of people, that they made it more raw than the actual original. It was really recorded in 20 minutes and really powerful and really, and that's what really the first album that really made me want to play blues was the 5 Live Yardbirds album, which was just a live recording, and it just had so much power and energy in it, and I thought that's the sort of blues I want to play, basically.
Stava parlando della band degli Yardbirds, che era uno dei primi gruppi di blues con Eric Clapton all'inizio, no? Then Jeff Beck came and Jimmy Page. Era una band molto energetica, hanno trasformato un sound americano che era sicuramente energico in qualcosa di ancora più energico. Because of kind of rage in the
very
music,
raw.
no?
It was a sort of latter-day punk, It was
con un'energia che poi è diventata quella del punk negli anni 70. Quindi il blues inglese nasce da questa energia pazzesca che poi diventa altre cose, diventa punk, diventa il rock inglese che conosciamo, ma nasce da là. You know what? I would like to leave you on stage alone again, and then we come back with the band.
Boys.
Norman Beaker.
One of my very favorite guitar players ever was Peter Green, who has, I think everybody who likes blues and knows Peter's playing. And one day we were doing a gig in Norway, and he was on the bill the night after, but he came down to watch us, and I was playing this song of his. And I did it really differently, and I thought, when I realized he was there, and he said, I really enjoyed it. And I changed some of the words, and he said, it sounded great. He said, you should do it. So I thought, well, okay, so I'm going to do it now. I always remember it. I don't look for no trouble. Worries and troubles come around. I don't look for no trouble. Worries and troubles come around. And the world keeps on turning. And I gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet on the ground. I gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet on the ground. Well, I love that little girl so much. She made my low down buttercup. Love that little girl so much. She made my low down buttercup. And I love her like the sky. Yeah, I love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love the sun. Well, I love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love the sun. Well, I love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love her like the sky. Love the sun. I love her like the sky, love her like the sky, love her like the sky, love the sun. I don't look for no trouble. Worries and troubles come around. I don't look for no trouble. Worries and troubles come around. And the world keeps on turning. And we've gotta keep our feet, gotta keep our feet, gotta keep our feet on the ground. We gotta keep our feet, gotta keep our feet, gotta keep our feet on the ground. Gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet on the ground. I gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet, gotta keep my feet on the ground. Thank you. So I'm just going to play you one more on my own. Well, with the guitar, obviously, before we bring the heavy mob, the heavy blues gang up. This is a song by Jesse Fuller, who was another kind of blues artist. He did the San Francisco Bay Blues and things like this. And he started playing in a lot of open keys, like that kind of thing. So this is one called She's No Good. Well, I don't know why I love you like I do. Nobody in the world could get along with you. She got the ways of the devil, sleeping in the lion's den. I came home last night and she wouldn't even let me in. Well, sometimes she's as sweet as anybody wants you to be. But then she gets a crazy notion. She's jumping all over me. Well, give me the blues and I guess you're satisfied. She gave me the blues that I want to lay down and die. I took her in when she had no shoes on her feet. I took her in when she had no food to eat. Well, she's the kind of woman that I just don't understand. I gave her all my money and she gave it to another man. Well, she's the kind of woman makes a man lose his brain. She's the kind of woman, she's gonna drive a man insane. I gave me the blues, now I guess you're satisfied. She gave me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. I don't know why I love you like I do, when nobody in the world can get along with you. You got the ways of the devil sleeping in the lion's den. She came home last night, you wouldn't even let me in. Well, sometimes you're as sweet as anybody wants you to be, but then you get a crazy notion and you're jumping all over me. Well, you gave me the blues, I guess you're satisfied. Gave me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. Gave me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. You gave me the blues, and I wanna lay down and die. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce you to Italia's finest blues. He told me to say this, I have to say all this. Mike Sponza and the boys, ladies and gentlemen.
We play or we talk?
You want to have a quick talk, then we play?
We play.
Okay.
We talk. As you prefer.
Talk, then play.
Talk and play.
Then play, yeah.
Did you play the blues from the very beginning?
Yeah,
Or-
pretty much, yeah. Apart from the odd Tommy Steele song or something when I was learning. But yeah, I always played blues right from the start before I knew what blues was, really. My brother was crazy about blues music. I never heard it. I was always playing pop music and all the stuff. And then he got a band together and asked me if I wanted to join, and everybody said, oh, he plays like a blues guitar player. And I didn't even know what it was. I was just playing the only way I knew how to play. And that was it, basically.
So you started your musical career playing the blues?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ho chiesto a Norman se ha sempre suonato il blues, se è stata, diciamo, la sua prima fonte di ispirazione, e mi ha detto che sì, lui ha scoperto il blues grazie a suo fratello. You were very young when you discovered this kind of music.
I was playing guitar when I was 7 years old, but
A 7 anni.
But I would have been maybe 11-ish when I was listening to the blues by mistake.
Ok, by mistake. Quindi da quando ha 11 anni, diciamo che ascolta il blues, ha scoperto il blues. So it was like the beginning of the 60s, something like that.
Yeah, about 61, probably, yeah.
So we can say that it's 62 years that you
Yeah.
play this kind of music?
Yeah, I should have known better, really, but...
Noi tre abbiamo una esperienza leggermente inferiore, ovviamente, per motivi anagrafici, però è dal almeno 95, quanto fa? 95 fino ad oggi, quanto fa? 28, 29 anni, whatever, che suoniamo insieme. Michele Bonivento all'organo e al pianoforte. Lui è il più giovane della band, non sembra, perché il più giovane ovviamente sembro io, ma è da 20 anni che suoniamo insieme. Moreno Buttinar alla batteria.
One, two, three, four, one, two. baby. Not too late for me to back out. This next song is for the men in the audience, because women always have lovely songs written about them, and all men are horrible and always messing around with other women and getting in trouble, as if. Now I know but this is about a woman doing the same thing to her boyfriend or husband, whichever. Now I know that doesn't happen here because of everybody's too nice and well dressed, and they don't church and everything, you know, so they wouldn't be doing anything like this. But this is a song called Cheating Love. 1, 2, 3. Well, you be lying right in my face. You got another guy to take my place. I've been a fool, the last to know. I'm a fool no more. It's time for me to go, 'cause I've had enough. I've had enough. of your cheating love. I trusted you, that was my mistake. I thought I knew you, but you were a fake. And I tried my best to make it work. All you did, drag me through the dirt, and I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating You sucked me in, drove me insane. I'm checking out from all of your time, freaking out, baby. Don't want no more lies. I've had enough. I've had enough. say, I'm getting out from all of your ties. Get it free, baby. Don't want no more lies, 'cause I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating love. Well, I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating love. Oh, I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating love. Thank you. Party time. That's in case I have to sit down, you know, at my age, you know what it's like.
I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
I say something in Italian.
Yeah, okay.
Questo è un format che esiste da qualche anno nel Pordenone Blues Festival. Questi concerti, intervista concerti, come se fossimo in un soggiorno di casa tra amici in cui uno degli ospiti racconta delle storie di musica. A me piace molto questo formato, a me piace molto questa cosa qua che ha ideato Andrea Mizzau. Mi ci trovo molto a mio agio, i musicisti siamo molto rilassati, perché vedete noi questa sera, io comunque suonerei la chitarra, la farei a casa, lo farei sul divano, ma invece lo faccio qui, con voi, con un sacco di amici, un sacco di persone, con Norman Beaker, ed è una cosa veramente splendida. Per cui volevo ringraziare di nuovo Andrea Mizzau per questa opportunità che mi ha dato e per questa fantastica iniziativa che nel panorama dei blues festival italiani, ce ne sono veramente tanti, ce ne saranno 60, 70, 80, questo è l'unico festival in cui succede una cosa di questo tipo qua, in cui c'è un po' di interazione, non soltanto musicale, ma anche di chiacchiere. Se avete anche voi delle domande da fare, tenetevele. No, scherzo. Se vorrete chiederci qualcosa, se vorrete chiedere qualcosa a Norman, ne parliamo volentieri. I just said, if they have something to ask, they can keep it for themselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just as well.
Now, this is a very unusual format for a
Yeah.
blues festival, no? That we
It's good.
just sitting down
I like
in a living room, huge living room,
Yeah.
with friends, talking about music, talking about
Yeah.
what you have done in your life, in your career. And this is, we did it with Andrea. We did it with Ronnie Jones, with Dana Gillespie, with Bob McGollin, with the Herbie Goins.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, you were friends with Herbie,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Hey, Norbert!
And the question is that I would like to ask you is that you met a lot of great musicians in your life, a lot.
Like tonight.
Fat musicians today. You met a lot of great musicians.
Yeah.
What was the most influential musician you've met? Somebody that have changed your musical life?
Jack Bruce, I would say.
Jack Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, not only was he was really a jazz player to start with, so I obviously picked bits of jazz from his playing, but also he was so dedicated to music. He didn't care if he never sold a record, or he just wanted to do what he thought was a good piece of music. And he was so, every gig he was stressed. Every gig was hard. I loved doing it. He used to start in the morning and he'd be okay. And then as getting nearer and nearer to gig, he'd be like really stressed because everybody said he's the best bass player ever they'd seen. And he couldn't take that responsibility, I don't think. He didn't like it, made it like, how can I be that good every night? You know, and he wasn't all. Sometimes, you know, he fell off the wagon a bit, and he wasn't always great. But I think that was a problem. But he taught me intensity. Doesn't matter if it's from your heart instead of your head. Intensity, you know. And if you see an audience, you've got to say, you know, we're all in it together. We play, but if you're not there, we haven't got anything. And so you have to take the audience and the people that run these places, like the organisations for these, which take months and months to organise, and we just come in at the end, don't we, and have a great time, you know. But they've really worked on your behalf and for their behalf because they believe in what they do. And that's the wonderful thing about blues musicians in particular. I think they care about what they do. Maybe.
Perfect. Ho chiesto a Norman qual è stato il musicista l'incontro che lo ha più influenzato nella sua vita da musicista, e lui ha risposto Jack Bruce. That was it. I was making like a resume of everything. Jack Bruce. Jack Bruce, per chi non lo sa, è stato il bassista dei Cream, quindi la più famosa e la prima vera rock blues band con Eric Clapton e Ginger Baker alla fine degli anni 60. Jack Bruce gli ha insegnato che you must take care of every single moment with the audience.
Yeah,
no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, It's important. They're important. They're not there. We're not there. It's simple. Yeah.
Che bisogna prendere ogni minuto che ha a che fare con il tuo pubblico, con la tua audience in maniera estremamente seria, perché se non ci foste voi, noi non ci saremmo nemmeno. E quindi gli ha insegnato questo rapporto che c'è tra un musicista che è sul palco e la audience che sta invece nella audience, e che deve essere sempre molto intenso. Un musicista deve prepararsi intensamente per poter affrontare il palcoscenico. We shared some experiences with the world of Jack Bruce together. Il mondo del blues alla fine è un mondo è veramente una grande famiglia dove ci si incontra, magari si scambia un sacco di cose e succedono in maniera trasversale queste cose. Lui ha parlato di Jack Bruce, è stato un grandissimo bassista, e il mio produttore inglese è stato il produttore di Jack Bruce. Moreno ha partecipato a un album di commemorazione dei Cream con Joe Bonamassa, col figlio di Jack Bruce, con un sacco di altri musicisti incredibili. So we have some common ground to share, which is Jack Bruce, which was a bass player actually. So forgive me, he was not Eric Clapton. He was
Jack
good. Bruce. I mean, it was not the big star, but it was somebody that was staying a little bit behind the scene.
The thing is with Jack, if you ever play with Jack Bruce and he sings two notes and you go, it's Cream. It just sounds like Cream. Wow. Everyone who's ever played with Jack sounds like Cream. Because the voice was so unusual. You know, because he was a boy soprano, you know. So
very powerful, no?
Very
powerful.
Distinctive. Exactly, yeah.
And diceva che nel momento in cui andavi a suonare con Jack Bruce e lui cantava due note, suonava due note, ti rendevi subito conto di essere all'interno del mondo dei Cream, in quel mondo musicale. I was with him in Abbey Road Studios, and Ginger Baker, I think it was one of the last performances he did. And he didn't rehearse with anybody.
Yeah.
Ginger Baker era il batterista dei Cream, e quando siamo andati a Abbey Road c'era veramente Bernie Marsden degli Whitesnake, Joe Bonamassa, musicisti veramente pazzeschi. Ginger Baker è arrivato. Ginger Baker arrived in the studio. He sat at the drum kit, said nothing. He played two notes on the tom, and that was Sunshine of Your Love. E tutti quanti hanno suonato con lui all'istante perché era talmente tanto distintivo. It was such a distinctive sound
that
you could play immediately.
Yeah, he was so funny. He was so abrupt with people. A guy came up to him after a gig and he said, Oh, Ginger, I've got every record you've ever, from Graham Bond to everything, you know, every record. He said, I've always wanted to meet you. And he said, well, now you have. Off you go.
He was like that,
He
no?
was like that.
Very hard. That comes to another question that was for later, but a me è capitato, ma a noi è capitato, ma anche a lui è capitato, di avere a che fare con un sacco di musicisti blues, soprattutto americani, che sono perennemente incazzati con tutti quanti. Molto difficile, anche a te è capitato, no? Persone molto difficili da trattare, veramente, che ti fanno veramente dire, ma veramente devo suonare con questa persona questa sera? Ma non potevo stare a casa a guardarmi l'ultimo film, che ne so, di Alberto Sordi, no. Devo stare qua a suonare con questa persona. So a lot of blues musicians are very hard to handle, very hard character.
That's true, yeah.
And we met before, and I never met you before, but I knew that you were different. It was very friendly.
What do you mean by that?
Do you have to be a hard person to play the blues?
No, I don't think so. I think that, as I said with Jack, he had to get himself in that frame of mind to do it, which I think is not the best way to spend your life, personally. I think, you know, you live your day like everybody lives the day, and then when you play, you give everything, and then you're back to the way. And that's how I've done it. And with Jack, we were so different. We were so different, you know, that it worked in a way, you know.
You played and shared the stage with musicians that are quite very well known for being hard persons. Chuck Berry?
Chuck Berry, definitely, yeah.
Buddy Guy?
Buddy was okay with me. He was all right.
Was all right?
Yeah.
Van Morrison?
Again.
Tell me.
I've got to say, I've known Van for so many years, and I've always really, really had fun with him. He's a really funny guy. But when he's got... The thing to do is never join his band. You know, just play as a guest, and you're always a friend. He's great. And no, I've always had a lot of fun. We both like really old. It sounds weird to you probably, but the BBC used to have a lot of comedy shows from in the 60s and stuff that became like the Goon Show and stuff. And me and Van both loved them, and so we had this sort of weird thing that was nothing to do with music, and we just used to laugh all the time. And people say, he's laughing, look, Van's laughing, you know. But he always was. We always had a really... And I used to wind him up sometimes, and he used to be okay with that. You know, he was fine. So I have to say, I've seen him, you know, obviously be a bit off with people, but in general, with me, it's always been fantastic. I always love seeing him, yeah.
That's great to hear, because we had... a few years ago at the Pordenone Blues Festival abbiamo avuto Georgie Fame. Georgie Fame was the piano player and organ player of Van Morrison for many years. Very hard person to deal with.
Yeah, Georgia.
Quindi, so in the same band you have a lot of different personalities.
Yeah, definitely. And the one thing with Van that I really admire is he is not scared of getting guests up who are as big as he is, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, with American blues singers like Buddy Guy and people like that, he'd get them up, no problem.
This is very interesting, because sometimes you feel inferior.
No, he's a very generous guy, and people do get them, because he never ever wants to be in the papers. He doesn't want to talk to the press. He doesn't want to do anything. He just releases records, people buy them anyway. And that's it, he doesn't play the game. And that's why the press are often pretty hostile, because he won't join in. And he says, you write what you want, I don't care, they'll still buy me records, you know. And he's right.
La reputazione di Van Morrison in realtà è dovuta al fatto che lui comunque i dischi li vendeva, comunque era famoso, e quindi non aveva voglia di stare tanto al gioco dei giornalisti e della stampa, per cui la stampa un po' anche si è inventata il fatto che lui fosse una persona complicata e difficile di carattere. E assolutamente era molto aperta, è molto aperta a lavorare anche con musicisti, soprattutto nel mondo del blues, magari afroamericani, che potevano in qualche modo essere considerati superiori magari a un musicista non della stessa provenienza, dello stesso, come dire, background culturale. So, what if I say, let's play something?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you play one of yours.
Really?
We want one of Mike's, yeah? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, do it.
But you shared the stage with Lowell Fulson for a long time, is it?
Reconsider.
Grandissimo musicista, Lowell Fulson, musicista degli anni 50, ma anche poi degli anni fino a metà. I think he was living until 15 years ago, something like that. So.
Then he got his
There's a song that maybe you played many times called Reconsider, Baby. G. You go so long. Well, I hate to see you go. And the way that I will miss you, girl. Well, I guess you never know. We've been together so long. Or do we have to separate this way? We've been together so long. Why do we have to separate this way? I will let you go ahead, oh baby. But if you come back home someday, you said you once still love me. Now I guess you changed your mind. You said you once still loved me. Now I guess you changed your mind. Why don't you reconsider, baby, and give yourself just a little one more time? Help me. left me. Now I guess you changed your mind. Why still love me? Now I guess you changed your mind. Why don't you reconsider, baby, and give yourself just a little one more time? Just a little one more time.
Hey, what's the matter from you?
Grazie.
This is a song by Muddy Waters. I don't really like playing Muddy Waters songs very often because he didn't play any of mine. So, if you want to clap and enjoy yourself, feel free. We don't care. I'm going away to live, won't be home no more. Going to some downtown, be a fool no more. Woman, I'm trouble, you know I'm trouble. I got a worried mind. You know I just can't be satisfied. I can't keep from crying. Well, I talk in my sleep, hear my doorbell ring, looking for my baby. See in the dark I think trouble. So much trouble, not a worried mind. You know I just can't be satisfied. I can't keep from crying. Well, you know my little old baby, she's gonna jump and shout. That old train delayed me, I'll come walking out. Trouble, trouble, got a worried mind. I just can't be satisfied. I can't keep from crying. Satisfied. I can't keep from crying. face. Take you to some graveyard, it'll be your resting place. Trouble, trouble, got a broken mind. No, I just can't be satisfied. I can't keep on crying. You know I just can't be satisfied. You know I just can't be satisfied. I just can't be satisfied, baby. Just can't be satisfied. No, got a problem. No, keep me right. Thank you. We're now going to hand over to my interpreter. It's been so nice to be here. I've got to say, it's a wonderful place. What a great place. And you're very lucky to have guys like the organizer putting this stuff for you there. You know, even he's okay.
Just in time. When I try so hard to keep her. When I try so hard to keep her. When I try so hard to keep her. To hold the in the arms of mine. Start again. You gotta break it down. Break it down and start again. There's too much hunger, too much hate. So that now it's not too late to break it down. We're killing all our brothers while we close our eyes. Another 100 by the dozen. We left them to die. Break it down. Somebody's got to break it down. There's too much hunger, too much hate. Let's start now, it's not too late to break it down. So don't blame politicians, it's we that put them there to show them how to live our lives, tell us who to care for, break it down. Somebody's gotta break it down, might as well be us. 'Cause there's too much hunger, too much hate. Let's stop now, it's not too late. Somebody's gonna break it down.
Baby, Norman Beaker. Norman.
Ain't got no money, ain't got a home, ain't got a car. I can't get a loan, I can't get nothing, but I got everything I need. So you can take all your money and throw it in a dump. Only I got what the other guys want. Ain't got a thing, ain't got a life, ain't got no kids, don't want a wife, I don't want nothing. I'm as happy as a kid. So you can take all your money and throw it in a swamp. Only I got what the other guys want. a car, I can't get a loan, I can't get nothing, but I got everything I need. So you can wine and dine in an Italian restaurant. Only I got what the other guys want. Thank you so much for coming. Hope you've had a great time. You everybody all right? I'd like to thank Mike so much for all his help tonight. The boys and the band have been fantastic.
Michele Bonivento al tastiere. Moreno Buttinar alla batteria. Grazie. Norman Beaker.
A home, I ain't got a car, I can't get a loan, I can't get nothing, but I got everything I need. So you can take your money, throw it in a dump. Only I got what the other guys want. All I want, all I want. Only I got what the other guys want. Only I got what the other guys want. Only I got what the other guys want. Only I got what the other guys.
Norman Beaker, grazie a tutti quanti.